Welcome to school today, Kearns Junior Panthers. Today, we're going to learn about the locus of control. Our essential question today is, what is the locus of control, and how does that influence your decisions and actions? We have two success criteria. The first is you will be able to articulate how the locus of control affects your choices. And the second, you will actively participate in the interactive game and demonstrate an understanding through being able to correctly categorize. Let's dive into it. Let's start by learning what a locus of control is. This means how much control you think you have in your life and in different situations. Why does locus of control matter, and why are we talking about it today? Locus of control is important because when we can learn that we have some control over our actions and our thoughts and our beliefs, it gives us some sense of control in situations where maybe we don't have a lot of control. It gives us power. It can affect our decisions because sometimes in life we might not have choices. You have parents, teachers, government leaders, school leaders who are making decisions on a regular basis for you. We might not be able to change those decisions, but we always have choices in what our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions are in regards to these. And when we understand that we have some control over how we act, that helps us be able to manage stress better and to feel like we are more successful in life. There are two types of locus of control that we're going to talk about today. The first is internal control. When we have an internal locus of control, it means that we feel like our actions make a difference. That means when life feels a little chaotic around us, we know we still have control over our thoughts, our feelings, and how we react. Charles R. Swindoll said, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it." People with an internal locus of control feel like they have power in their lives. The second type is an external locus of control. This means that we tend to blame other people. We feel like luck or fate determine our life's outcomes. You might hear people who have an external locus of control saying things like, "It's a teacher's fault I got bad grades," or "Your friend is stealing your other friends," or "They made me feel this way," or "I can't help it because." These are all examples of trying to displace blame of your feelings, your thoughts, or your actions onto something or someone else. The problem with an external locus of control is that these can lead to high rates of feeling worry, sadness, anger, or feeling like you're always the victim. Part of understanding the locus of control is understanding what we actually have control of. This is called the circle of control. In the circle of control, we have control over things that have to do with us. So we have control over our self-care, personal goals, boundaries that we set, priorities, and how we respond to others and our thoughts. Outside of our circle of control is called the circle of influence. This is where we can influence others, but not control them. So this includes relationships with people that we work with, our family, school people that we know, friends, and behaviors of people that you're with. So we can tell people how we feel, we can tell people what we think, but we can't force them to do what we want them to do. Outside of our circle of influence is the circle of concern. This is the area where we really don't have any control at all. This includes things like the weather, health, war, things going on in countries, climate change, violence, and other things that are happening in the world around us. So now we're going to engage in one of our success criterias. We expect your participation in this activity. We're going to decide if you have control or not. And if you don't have control, let's talk about what that internal locus of control you have can be. So for each picture, you're going to choose the circle of control and then have a discussion about that internal locus of control. Do you have control over the weather? What circle is it? It is a circle of concern. What kind of internal locus of control do we have over the weather? We can decide what we wear, if we go outside or not, and if we're going to use tools for the weather, such as an umbrella or a sunscreen. How much control do we have over what our friends are doing? If you chose circle of influence, you are right. What kind of internal locus control do we have with the people in our circle of influence? How we react, how we talk, and our thoughts are things that we have control. If we are blaming them all the time, then that is an external locus of control and not healthy. What about our own development of personal skills? What circle of control is that? If you said circle of control, you're right. Our internal locus of control helps us realize that we have total control over how much time we practice on something, our effort, our thoughts, and our attitude. Now we're going to try some on your own. Teachers, you can decide how you go about doing this, whether it's a class discussion, group talk, or an individual thought process. Is how your family members talk to each other in your control or out of your control? Is whether or not you follow the school rules in your control or out of your control? Is whether or not someone else follows the school rules in your control or out of your control? Is how you show your feelings in your control or out of your control? So, a quick summary. We talked about the locus of control. We described the difference between external and internal locus of control. We do want to focus on our internal locus of control. That helps us have more success and feel more empowered in our life. We also talked about a circle of control, understanding that our circle of control is what we have direct control over. Our circle of influence are the people that we have influence over, but we still can't control them. But we can control how we react to our circle of influence. Our circle of concern are areas that we don't have any control at all. But again, we can control how we feel about those situations. The most important thing to remember from this lesson aren't the big words we talked about, as much as knowing you always have control over your thoughts, your reactions, your beliefs, and how we deal with other people. Our final point of success criteria is being able to organize in your own life and categorize where things fall in the locus of control and circle of control. So this worksheet is something teachers you can choose to do as a group, or if you would like, there is a link on Canvas. Let's talk about what we can control, what you can influence, and what you can't control. And if you can't control, remember to let it go. Focus on your own thoughts and your feelings, and that will lead you to feeling less stress. Thank you, Panthers. Let's have a great week.
Created using Powtoon.